Hatchett, Aaron Stanley, Cameron Gallagher, Mattis Morachi, Elliot Lewis, Carter Price, Jason Smith, David Prokita, Kyle Lewis, Ben George, and Becca Crowley is Argentina. Great Britain is playing in the white jerseys. And now follows the lineup from Team Greece. Team Greece is playing in white and Great Britain is playing in blue and red. Team Greece, in goal, Christos Economidis, Ioannis Adami, Sotirios Athanopoulos, Emmanuel Arkanis, Andro Kakakidis, Jaakko Kostopoulos, Nikolo Xantopoulos, Anastasios Lazaris, Antonios Kostopoulos, Spiros Koulakos, Kevin Kuzmanski, Costa Kakilidis, Peter Arkanis, Joshua Barros, Stephen Alvo, Nico Chinian, Luca Panagachidis, Simon Taskas, Sotirios Karachotis, John Amanatidis, Peter Abanato, Peter Amanatidis, Aristides Anagostopoulos, and the backup goalie is number 31, Angelos Economidis.
Ja, men das ist schon vom Matchlich jetzt erst so. Dann müssen wir das Schulter auf den Lauf stellen. Genau. Einfach auf den Lauf stellen. Anhängen kann ich nicht zeigen. Beide Schultern müssen gleich laufen. Und auf das Bein halt einhängen. Das ist das. Noch dunkler. Ja. Ja. Das ist da, wo 6 dB steht. semifinal. So 4:13. Steht ja App.
This headset is mine. This is my number. I am using this headset. Does this one work?
Please give a round of applause for both teams in the first game of the World Hockey World Championship 2024 in Visp-Raron. Team Great Britain. And in white jerseys, Team Greece.
Hello, ball hockey fans. and welcome to the 2024 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. The opening morning match between Greece and White and Great Britain in their classic red and blue. I'll be your play-by-play announcer, ISBHF Promotions Director Chris Baconowitz. Glad you can join us, folks, as Greece dumps it in to get things going early. Battle up along the boards. Greece trying to hem in a young Great Britain squad. Spoke with head coach George Gortzis earlier. This is a very young team, but very fast, as Greece tries to get the ball out. Kept in there along the red line. Hemmed in down low is Greece. In talking with coach George Gortzis, this is really a homegrown team. The overwhelming majority of their players are local to Great Britain and their ever-increasing popularity of ball hockey and local ball hockey clubs. They do have some ice hockey players as Greece enters the zone here. He's got a streaky player in all alone. Oh, ball just bounces up over his stick. Good opportunity there. Stephen Alvo, number 14, getting back to Great Britain. A young team, mostly homegrown. They do have a couple of professional ice hockey players, but in talking with Coach Gortzis, he's not sure what to expect from this young team sometimes as the ball goes up out of play. When you get a young team in a high-pressure environment, a lot of times they just don't know what they don't know, so you never know how the team will perform. But he's excited because he has a young, very fast team. He feels like they're going to be competitive here in the A Division. Great Britain has never won a game in the A Division. They have won medals in the B pool as we line up for a draw here deep in the Great Britain zone. So we'll see how this plays out over the week as Greece wins the draw, but we get a quick whistle here. It looks like a face-off violation. They are not going to kick anyone out of the face-off circle as the referee speaks to assistant captain Stephen Alvo. Face-off down low. One back by Greece. They're going to try and gain possession here. Dumped in across the far boards. That was Kargaras who dumped it in along the boards. Kept in by Greece along the point. Dumped in down low along the boards. Dumped in further down low. Bounces now back behind the Great Britain netminder. Picked up by Great Britain. Got to try and get a breakout going here as a couple of players are going to go off the floor for a change. And it looks like Greece is going to get a couple of players here off for a change as well. Greece trying to get a good outlet pass here. They do not have numbers, however, as they dump it in down low. Picked up by Amantidis. Amantidis trying to get a cycle down low going. Great Britain doing a great job here, hemming Greece in along the boards. Not really giving them any room to work with. Still a battle along the boards. That's Costa Kavelis. Now finally one back down behind the Great Britain netminder as they dump it down low. I see the referee's arm up. We're going to get our first flooring call here of the tournament. So 0-0, 12:41 remaining in the first period of the opening game of the 2024 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. Great Britain in blue and red, coached by ISBHF Hall of Famer and four-time Team Canada head coach gold medalist George Gortzis, assisted by fellow Hall of Famer James Chicky Mentis. And as I mentioned before, head coach Gortzis has a very young team. Not sure what to expect out of this team, but they are fast and they are young. And speaking with the Greece general manager, John Kontitsis, he's got a mix. He's got some veteran returning players here, and he's got about 12 brand new players. So he's not really sure what to expect from this team either. So this should be a very interesting match as the ball is dumped in down deep. Greece has maintained most of the offensive pressure here as they have the ball now along the boards. Great Britain done a good job, though, making sure that they stay with their man and not giving Greece any opportunities. Greece certainly has a lot of firepower. There's a first turnover, early shot, easily sticked aside by the Greece netminder. And folks, if you want stats, you can always get live stats at isbhf.stats.com. We'll have that in effect throughout the length of the tournament. Great Britain looking to get a set play going here. They have fresh legs on the floor as one of them comes on. That's wall number 22. as they try and get an outlet pass that just missed the stick. It looked like they were trying to set play there or a long feed. But Greece, a veteran team, certainly not going to let anybody run wild here through the neutral zone. That was Jason Smith for Greece trying to receive that outlet pass. And it ended up getting gloved as we'll have our first face-off deep in the Greece zone. Again, happy early morning to you, 9:09 a.m. here in beautiful Visp, Switzerland at Lanza Arena. First match of the 2024 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. Greece wearing white jerseys with blue shorts. Great Britain in their traditional red and blue as Greece gains possession here. Fired along, cross towards the far boards. Dumped in down low. Great Britain doing a great job of not giving Greece any breathing room here in the offensive zone, even though Greece has controlled the play. As the ball is chipped up into the Greece zone, and now Great Britain's going to go on the forecheck. This looks like they're putting on a 3-2 here. Good poke check there in the neutral zone by Great Britain. Dumped in down low, they gain the zone, and now Great Britain trying to get some fresh legs on there. Ball is kept in behind the net. Great Britain doing a good job on the forecheck. Greece still having trouble here. Now they gain the zone, and they dump it in down low. Sometimes in these early morning games, folks, you'll see players don't necessarily have what we call their full legs, right? There's jet lag involved. They're flying halfway across the world. So sometimes these early morning games would appear to be just a little bit slower in the first period as the players get their legs under them, and especially in these first games of the tournament, as Great Britain is screaming for too many men on the floor there. Coach Gortsos is adamant, but the referee immediately waved it off. Close call there for Greece. But ISBHF refs immediately on top waved it off. And you'll hear me say this many times throughout the week, folks. Referees have the hardest job in the tournament. Always feel like they never get enough credit, as we're going to get our first call. Speaking of the referees here, and it looks like it's going to be an interference call as Greece is going to go on the power play. So we'll see who they put out here. First power play of the tournament. I don't see any arguing going on from the Great Britain coaching staff, and certainly from my vantage point, it clearly looked like an interference, as you'll see here on the replay. That's number 90 for Greece that drew the call there, Simon Sakis. So let's see who Greece puts out on the power play. Looks like on the draw they're going to have Costa Kakavelis. Next to him will be Kevin Kuzmarski at number 71. At the point there, I see Kanthopoulos. One back by Greece, but immediately turned over to Great Britain. However, Greece was able to regain possession. Now they're going to get set up. So when you talk about power plays here in ball hockey, a little bit.
attacking team has the entire zone up to the red line with which to work the ball. As we get beat the goalie clean there. I'll get to the goal scorer here in just a second. I believe that was number 94, Josh Amantitas, scoring on a vicious wrist shot just inside the left circle. And just goes to show you how
Oh, 6:37. First goal of the World Championship 2024 for Greece, player number 34, Sotirios Karagiorgis, assisted by number 94, John Amantides.
do the best pronouncing this player's name. My last name is Counter, so I am difficult. Yes, we got a goal here. I believe the ball went off of the foot and into the net. And Greece jumps out.
As they get a goal less than 30 seconds after the man advantage ended. So your original goal scorer there, number 34, Satchis Kargageros. I don't know who scored that second goal. It was a little bit difficult to see as I was screened by the bodies in front, but I believe that ball was kicked into the own net by one of the Great Britain players. And again, I apologize for the names, folks, as I was...
Time, 7 minutes, 7 seconds. Goal, Greece, number 14, Oliver Stefan. Assisted by 94, John Amantides. Great Britain 0, Greece
So that
2.
goal was scored by number 14, Stephen Alvo, assisted by number 94, John Amantidas. We're not going to call it a commanding lead, 2-0 here, because let's face it, anybody who's a fan of the sport of hockey knows the worst lead in all is more than 2-0. And while Great Britain may be a young team, we are certainly capable of equalizing this game too. I know that the Greece coaching staff is going to be adamant that their players cannot sit back and just enjoy this game. They're going to want to get more balls into the back of the net as they get another scoring ball here. And again, for those folks who do the sport of ball hockey at home, here are some all the way down. Trying to make a move towards the net. Now that's he's trying to make something happen here in front. Pass is set through. Still without it. Great Britain struggling here to get the ball out of the net. Greece all over them. Great Britain desperate to get it clear. The players are looking a little gas here. A lot of walking going on, and there's some Great coaching staff screaming, keep the legs moving. The Greece play was about to go off for Jesus. All under go a minute. Believe me, if you've ever played high-level hockey, a minute in your own zone can feel like an eternity, even when you're a world-class player. And world-class shape. Jump to that wall, shot score! Number 22 for three. Peter Abandonado.
Goal Greece, 9 minutes 17. Player number 22, Peter Abandonado, assisted by 71, Kevin Mosnitsky, and assisted by 47.
Apologize, folks. I was trying to listen to the assist there as Greece goes up 4-0. So now I have to head over to stats.isbhfmyself.com and get the goal scorers here. As I was mentioning earlier, head coach Gortzos and assistant coach Ventus for Great Britain are going to be adamant during the first intermission that you can't let guys like Peter Abandonado alone in your offensive zone. And for those, as we get the replay here, so let's watch what happens here. This is number 34, and that's his second goal of the game. Just beats the Great Britain netminder Dominic Ray clean with a wrist shot. It's a great shot there by Cargageros, his second goal of the game. As I was mentioning, those not familiar with what happened in 2022 at the World Championships in Laval, Greece shockingly knocked out the four-time defending world champion Slovakian national team in the quarterfinals. They went up 3-1. During the second intermission, the Slovakian coach gave the speech of a lifetime. Slovakia comes out on fire, ends up tying the game in the third period, 3-3. And then a defensive breakdown on a 3-on-2. Peter Abandonado, you have to see this goal. It's on our YouTube channel. It's one of the greatest goals. You can ask anybody in the sport in terms of timing and clutchness and just the heads-up play. Abandonado took a feed on a 3-on-2, put the ball between his legs, Connor McDavid style, and went top shelf over the Slovakian goaltender with about 3 minutes left to put them up 4-3. And Greece ended up winning the game 4-3 and bounced the four-time defending national champion Slovakia, or pardon me, world champion Slovakia. So Greece ended up playing in the bronze medal game where they were defeated handily by Canada, as they did suffer some extensive injuries in that Slovakia game. But hey, hats off to Greece for 2022. You know, when you have a team like Slovakia who won 4 world championships in a row, tying Canada's record from 2001 through 2007, that's a tough out. And Abandonado, if you go on our YouTube channel and look at that play, one of the greatest goals scored in history. As we get back to the action here. Battle along the near boards. Referee's yelling at him to move it, move it. Referee's still screaming at him to move it, as this is first time Great Britain really had any type of sustained pressure in the Greece zone, as Greece gets a breakout here. Ball goes in down low. Greece player loses their stick, picked up by Great Britain. Chipped up along the boards, but intercepted by Greece. Good read there as referee has his hand up. The far ref, let's see what happened. We're going to get an interference call. So the far referee is making an interference call, trying to see the number there. I believe that is number 94, Josh Amantitis, who's going off. He's arguing vociferously with the ref. Referee not having it, telling him, listen, young man, you need to go spend a deuce in the box. That was clearly interference. So let's see what Great Britain does here on their first power play of the tournament. 4:43 remaining in the opening period. Great Britain finding themselves in a deep hole here early, 4-0. As I mentioned at the start of the game, this is a young Great Britain team.
Penalty to Greece, number 94, John Amatidis.
So yes, that penalty was on John Amatidis. 2 minutes for interference. Getting back to Great Britain, a young team, almost all homegrown within Great Britain. A couple of professional ice hockey players on their team, but as Coach Gortzos mentioned to me during my pregame interview with him, you never know what you're going to get with these young teams. You know, a lot of times when you have young players, they don't understand the pressure that comes with a world championship because you don't know what you don't know, right? So when you have a veteran team, they understand that, you know, they have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. You know, countries like Czech Republic, Switzerland, and Slovakia, millions of people, right, where it's basically their national sport, millions of people cheering you on. They don't necessarily appreciate the gravity of the situation. So that turns out to be an advantage for them because they play more loose. And I think as any coach in any sport will tell you, when you're loose, you're playing free, you're not thinking about it. And when you're not thinking, you're just playing. And when you're just playing, you're having a good time, and that usually leads to good things. As the referees are having a discussion here across the floor, and it looks like the face-off is going to come outside into the neutral zone. Face-off won back by Greek, trying to be kept in. Almost a great break out there. Short-handed, that was number 91, Costa Kakavelis, trying to walk in all alone on Dominic Gray. As I mentioned on the Greece power play earlier, so in ball hockey, we use what's called a floating blue line. Once the zone is gained, as it is in ice hockey, the attacking team has the entire zone up to the red line with which to work the ball. So I know this has caused and continues to cause much confusion on our social media, but the simplest way we can explain it, the entire offensive zone is from the red line down once the blue line is gained. You can move the ball all the way back to the red line. Now, if the ball goes past the red line, then you have lost the zone and you must regain the blue line, as you see there. So, great example, right? So, number 96 keeps the ball in right before the red line. They are still onside. Great hustle there, played by Adam Cox. Shot deflected off of the stick, tries to get batted. And it looks like it went off of a body there as Greece is going to dump and change. See if Great Britain tries to get some fresh legs. They do not. So very common in ball hockey is to do what's called stack the line, where you'll see one defenseman typically, sometimes it could be an offensive player, but one defenseman will carry the ball up from their zone, and then the other four attackers will stand at the blue line with their sticks right on the line. And it's basically kind of a tic-tac pass where you just fire a quick wrist shot as we get our, I believe that's only our second save of the game from the Greek netminder. And I think that is Ariam Keelat, well, he's wearing number 33, and I have number 35 on this, pardon me. No, that is number 33. So Christos Economicus. And again, my apologies to all the fans back home. I will certainly do my best to continue to try and pronounce names correctly. If anyone understands how frustrating it is to have a last name mispronounced, believe me, my last name is Bakanowicz, and I appreciate how important it is to get someone's name correctly. As Great Britain continues, right zone, shot just goes over the net. First real opportunity of the game there for Great Britain as Voltek Christoph walked in all alone. We are back at even strength here. Christoph trying to pick a top corner there and just missed. From my vantage point, couldn't have been more than a couple inches. As I am up high here with a bird's eye view of all the action. So 2 minutes remaining here as Greece gains the zone. And for all the Greek fans at home, part of the issue with the Greek names is The Hellenic Ball Hockey Association uses Greek lettering on their jerseys, which is outstanding. Oh, what a stop! Pardon me, folks. Outstanding save there by Dominic Ray. All alone, shot just goes wide. So, hey, hats off to Ray there. I mean, he's down 4-0, but you really can't say any of those goals were his fault, as 3 of those were, were defensive breakdowns, and then the remaining goal he just never saw, as Great Britain now gets a chance to gain the zone. And again, that was number 88, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. That's the second time he's had a chance to walk in all alone. Voltek Christoph. Looks like that kid has some good hands as Greece gets an opportunity here. Great back check by Great Britain, but we're going to get a call, so Greece is going to go back on the power play with 1 minute remaining in the game here. Let's see what the call is. Referee still with his arm up, and we are going to get a slash. All right, so the call is on, it looks like number 22 for Great Britain. So that's Stephen Wall, who's going to head off into the box for 2 minutes with 56 remaining here in the first period. So opportunity here for Greece to make it 5-0, which, for a young team like Great Britain, that could take the air completely out of their tires. But this is a world championship. These are the best of the best of the best, and you'll never hear me count anyone out. I don't care if it's 20-0. These players will never stop running. So let's see how Greece handles this. They're going to work their power play here. Shot down low. Oh, what a stop again! Ray, sharp early when he has seen these shots, boy. He has really stood tall in net. Greece going with a 1-3-1 here on the power play. Looks like Great Britain in on the diamond. Ball down low. Both players lose their footing. Referee telling them to move it. No call. Looks like both players just got tangled up. As we have 15 seconds remaining, and we'll see if Greece tries to get one more opportunity here, if they're content to just wind down the clock and take a 4-0 lead into the dressing room. Uh-oh, walking it all alone, running out of time. Shot, oh, just goes wide. Whoa, what a stop by Ray again. Outstanding save there with 0.2 seconds left. Looks like that was trying to get the number there on that. I believe that was number 98. Aristides Agnostopoulos. Boy, there's a name for you on an early morning. Aristides had an opportunity to bury that on the backhand, but good save by Dominic Ray. So we're going to head into the first intermission. I want to appreciate everybody for joining us back home. We know it's early at the opening match of the 2024 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Chris Bukanowicz. Again, stats are available on our website. Head to isbhf.com and you'll see a link to stats, or you can go directly to stats.isbhf.com. We have live scoring in effect, so there's a 10-minute intermission between periods, and we'll be back at the start of the second to bring you the rest of the action here. Greece 4, Great Britain 0.
jawohl. Das war früher, jawohl.
Jawohl. Obus. Ich habe es doch gesagt, wie man es macht, oder? Weißt du, wie man es macht? Total. Nachher gehe ich auf den, nachher wird es Close-Up, total. Du musst mir zeigen, was. Nachher bist du mal schauen, wie viel Prozent was du Sachen findest. Du musst das Bild finden, nicht mit leeren Hallen, sondern mit Link und Emotionen. Das ist nicht Zivilzentralschutz, Zivil Informationen. Ich habe keine Informationen, ich 70% nur Bettbox. Weißt du, was ich meine? Jetzt gibt es verkauft 2, zack, du bringst mir da, ich sehe schon, was der Alex macht, du hast schon mal 10 Mal. Wir erzählen, er macht das, ich will nicht zack, zack, drin, dann bringe ich raus, zack, zack, drin. Nein, wenn ich der Alex bringe, zack, drin sind. Weißt du, was ich meine? Das ist gut.
appreciate you joining us. We know it's early back home for all of you Greece fans. As we get a look on the big screen at ISBHF World Championship veteran and assistant coach Tasso Bozanakis. I interviewed him. He was a player on the Greek Masters team. Great gentleman, very knowledgeable about the game. Greece certainly in good hands. Him helming as Greece walks in all alone. Shot. Oh, good stop there. Just goes off the pad of Ray. Greece working the power play. There is 44 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Over to the point. Now along the near boards. Greece still working it. Good block there by Great Britain. And we're going to get our first whistle as we have our first jostling. Just going to go off the air here for a second, folks, and just do a quick technical test with our committee. Be right back.
Goal team Greece, 0049. Number 19, Simon Taskas, assisted by number 14, Stephen Oliver. Great Britain 0, Greece 5.
Okay, and we're back. Apologies for those technical issues. We did get them resolved. Want to make sure you, the fans back home, have a great experience. As Greece chips the ball back up through the neutral zone. Great Britain gathers it up, trying to get an outlet pass going, but it missed, and we're going to get a flooring call here, and the faceoff will come all the way back down to the right of Dominic Ray, who has played well. Despite it being 5-0, he has played well. He's made the saves he's needed to make. None of the goals have been his fault. So both teams lining up for the draw here. 13:21 left in the second period of the opening game of the 2024 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. As a centering feed just missed by Greece here. Greece working the cycle. Ball's in all alone. We're going to get a call here. Referee has his arm up. It's going to go against Great Britain. I see Greece trying to pull the netminder to get a 6-on-5 going here. I believe that call is going to be a trip, if I saw that correctly. Let's see what Greece does here. Tipped along the boards. Now over to the point. Deflected down low. Greece still has possession. Still 6-on-5. Up to the point. Looks like he's going to release it. Nope. One-timer shot. Good save there by Ray as the ball goes up into the mesh netting. And nope, I was incorrect. We're going to get a hooking call. So let's see who they call that on. And we'll see if we can catch it on the replay. Trying to wait till that Great Britain player turns around so I can catch the number there.
All right, so that is number 52 heading off. And that is Matis Moravchik. So there's a nice, easy Slovak name for me to pronounce. So Moravchik off for a deuce. 2 minutes for hooking. Greece with a chance to go up 6-0.
Penalty. Team Great Britain, player number 52, Matus Moravchik.
Greece gets it down low. Great Britain trying to clog the shooting lanes here and not give Greece a clean look at the net. Intercepted, and Great Britain gets a clear here. Looks like they're not going to get a change. Neither is Greece. Going to keep the same players out on the floor. So in net for Greece, pitching a shutout, is Christos Ekonomakis. And his brother, who is a twin, Angelos Ekonomakis, is the other Greek goaltender. So first time in ISBHF history we've had twins in net. Let's see how both of those brothers play as things develop here over the next 9 days. In beautiful Visp-Raron, Switzerland. 2024 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. Shot goes wide, went off of a leg there. Good job clogging the lanes. Greece still working it. Down low. Great Britain clogging the shooting lanes. Shot goes off of a foot, comes all the way out of the zone. Great Britain looking to get one fresh shot of legs out there, so Lewis comes on. And Aiden Cox came on as well. And now Cox gets an interception here. Shot. Oh, good save there. Waffled aside by Christos Ekonomakis. Not easy to make those saves when you haven't faced a lot of shots. That's only the 4th shot on goal that Great Britain's had. So hats off to him, as it looks like the referee has his arm up. He's pointing. And looks like he's pointing at number 98. Let's see what the call is here. Trying to make sure. Yes, okay. So that is number 98. And that is Angelo Kakavelis, who's going to go off for 2 minutes. I'm desperately racking my brain to try and remember my hockey signals, but when the referee puts his arm up and extends it outwards, I believe that's a roughing. But if I'm wrong, please don't call me out on social media.
1914, penalty, Team Greece, player number 98, Angelo Karides, for roughing. 1914, zweite Strafe des Team Griechenland Nummer 98, Angelo Karides.
Okay, I just had to check with one of our referees here to make sure I wasn't losing my mind. So it's roughing as Great Britain walks in all alone. The way the referee extended his arm was confusing to me from up here. So typically with a roughing in North America, you make a closed fist and you extend your arm 90 degrees to the right. These referee, there are two referees. One is from the Czech Republic, the other is from Slovakia. In certain parts of Europe, roughing is done the way they do it, where you extend your arm a little greater than perpendicular, and you also have an open hand. So, lesson learned for me. Apologies for the confusion at home as we line up for a face-off here with 10:16 remaining in the second period. Appreciate everybody back home joining us on this beautiful morning here in Visp, Switzerland at Lanza Arena. Greece up 5-0. As I believe we're going to get a tripping. No, we're not going to get a tripping call here. Referee waved it off. Great Britain remains on the man advantage as we have 1 minute and 5 seconds left. Trying to get the zone. They do. And as I mentioned earlier, nope, they did not get the zone. Nope, still have not gotten the zone as Greece tries to get a 2-on-1 going. They don't.
Great Britain dumps it in down low. They never did gain the zone clearly. So I want to get to explaining the floating blue line, because one of the things we get questioned the most on in social media is, why was that play not offsides? So in ball hockey, we have what's called the floating blue line. When you gain the zone, just like you do in ice hockey, you gain the zone by making sure the ball crosses the blue line first. However, once that occurs, the entire offensive zone then extends all the way to the red line. So in order for a team to clear the ball, they must clear it past the center red line. Then the offensive team has lost the attacking zone. I know it sounds a little confusing. I'm going to beat this horse to death over the course of the next week as I continue to call games here, but it's called the floating blue line. There's a great explanation on YouTube. There's also an explanation on Wikipedia. But just understand, in ball hockey, when you gain the zone, you have the entire zone up to the red. So now back to the action here with 21 seconds left on the man advantage for Great Britain. Desperately trying to get one on net. Wrist shot. Oh, good pass save. Ball's loose and all alone shot. Oh, good save again. I'll tell you, folks, he hasn't faced a lot of shots, but Economicus has been solid when he's need to be. So now we're back at full strength as Great Britain tries to get numbers here after Greece made a change on the long change period here in the second. Shot goes off of a foot onto the stick of a Greece player. Dumped in, down low. Greece giving chase. They gain the zone, picked up by Great Britain. Chipped up along the boards. Player goes hard into the boards. No call there by the ref. He was right on top of it. So intercepted in the neutral zone by Greece and then immediately turned over, picked up by Great Britain. Great Britain almost had numbers there for a second, but smart heads-up play there. .740 remaining. Greece trying to get a set play going there. Good intercept by Cox in the neutral zone. Dumped it in down low and then was immediately intercepted by Greece as they try to get numbers, but they're getting a change here as the ball goes up into the mesh netting and out of play. So 7:27 remaining here in the second period, 5-0 Greece. And one of the things about World Championships, for you back home who are new to World Championships, the first tiebreaker, if two teams end up with the same number of points in the round robin, is goal differential. So while it may seem unsportsmanlike to continue to pour it on when you are clearly the better team and you are playing an opponent who is outmatched, it's not unsportsmanlike because goal differential is the number one tiebreaker. So you'll see Greece continue to apply pressure. You'll see Greece continue to throw shots on net in an effort to try and get as many past Dominic Ray as they can as Great Britain takes possession. Young team, Great Britain. This is something that you'll hear me speak about in every game I call in working with head coach George Gortzos and assistant coach Chicky Mentis, two ISBHF Hall of Famers. You know, when you have a young team, this is their first game, right? You don't know what to expect from them. So they're down 5-0, and I think the message here is just take it one shift at a time, right? You're not going to score 5 in one shift. So just win your shift, and if you focus on winning your shift, good things will happen. As we have a long shot that goes wide off the backboard, picked up by Greece. Arkelis with it. Arkelis still battling. Arkelis still has it, kept it at the point. Now finally the zone is cleared. Kept up by Greece, dumped in. Trying to walk in all alone. Oh, good save by Ray there. I believe that was number 90, Simon Toskis, showing some wills there, who walked in all alone on Ray. Greece trying to get a set play going, dumps it in down low. Referee has his arm up. Flooring is waved off. Battle down low, won by Great Britain. Defenseman has nowhere to go with it. Chipped up along the boards. So Great Britain slowing things down now behind Ray. Looks like they're going to try and get a set play going here. Great Britain working it. Long shot by Price goes wide. Battle along the boards. Great Britain hemmed him. Got two Greek players on him. Greece trying to chip it up. They have numbers here. But Great Britain hustles back. Shot saved by Ray. Ball is loose out in front. And it looks like there's a scramble for it as a Greece player took an unnecessary whack in the eyes of the Great Britain netminder Dominic Ray, and he takes exception to it, takes his helmet off. A little bit of chirping going on down there. Well, listen, it's the World Ball Hockey Championships. Players are going to play until the whistle. I can certainly see it both ways. Ray is frustrated, felt like it was an unnecessary whack. If you're a fan of Greece, you're playing to the whistle, right? So you can see here on the replay, that was earlier, and yes, that was number 90. Simon Taskus showing some wheels. Have to keep an eye on him. Very difficult to make it all the way around, people, as Great Britain gains possession. Down low, shot, score! Great Britain gets on the board on a nice deflection. I'll get to the goal scorer here in just a second, and that's what we were talking about earlier, folks. You can't look at this as we're down 5-0 and we got to get 5 on one shift. That's all Great Britain needed to get some momentum. Just win your shift, win your battle. Outstanding hustle play there. 4:38 remaining here in the second period. Trying to listen to who the goal scorer is here so I can get it to you. But as I mentioned before, you can go to stats.isbhf.com. We have live scoring in effect. Oh yeah, outstanding deflection there. So that was number 10, Jason Smith, assisted by number 74, Thomas Cole. So hey, great heads up play there by number 74, Thomas Cole, to see his line mate Smith screaming in all alone and then making a great pass between a set of legs to put it right on the tape, and Smith made no mistake about it, deflecting it up top shelf past Christos Economicus. One of the first sets of twins we've ever had here in the ISBHF World Championships. So Greece bringing a pair of twins in net. See how they perform throughout the week as Greece regains possession. Long shot goes wide. That was Gregory Farrington, who actually lives here in Switzerland, was interviewed by, or pardon me, is being interviewed by the local media as Great Britain walks in all alone. Oh, good defensive stick work there by number 24, Anathanopoulos. So Great Britain now with a little pep in their step as they work it behind the net along the far boards. Greece applying some pressure here, going with a 2-1-2 on the forecheck. Trying to keep Great Britain hemmed in as Greece is going to pick this up along the far boards. Chipped up, handled by Greece. They gain the zone. Ball is stuck in the footing. Referee screaming at him to move it, move it. Ball still hemmed in
along the far boards. And then finally dumped in. Grease with an opportunity, mishandled. Trying to clog the shooting lanes. Great job there. That was number 19, Elliott Lewis, making sure Grease didn't get a good look at the net. Wrist shot goes well wide. Picked up by Grease along the backboards. Shot, oh, just goes wide. Abandonado with an absolute laser of a wrist pass all the way across the court over to Kevin Kuzmarski. And Kuzmarski shaking his head. He's going to want that one back. Boy, Abandonado put that right on his tape. And he had Dominic Ray dead to rights. Could have made it 6-1 there and got that one back. As I said before, you can head over to stats.isbhf.com. We have live scoring in effect. And in fact, folks, I'm on my phone right now looking at stats.isbhf.com. So I'm going to recap your goal scorers here. As we reach the 2-minute mark. Battle down low. Picked up by Grease. Long dumping goes wide. Picked up by Great Britain. Great Britain walking in. Shot goes off of a foot up into the mesh netting. So the first goal for Greece was Sotirios Karageorgios, assisted by Amanatidis. The next goal was Stephen Alvo, assisted again by Amanatidis. The third goal was Peter Abandonado, assisted by Kuzmarski and Kostopoulos. The next goal was Sotirios Athanopoulos, assisted by Alvo. And then the last Greek goal was Simon Toskis, assisted by Alvo. So Alvo with 3 points on the day, a goal and 2 assists. Amanatidis has 2 assists. So they're setting the tone early for Greece as we have 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining here. And we're going to get a call here as we have an obvious checking from behind. Might be a cross. Yeah, they're going to call it cross-checking. It wasn't up against the boards, but can't make mistakes like that at this level, folks. Not in front of a world championship level referee. I mean, number 10 for Great Britain, Jason Smith, their goal scorer, is arguing, but it's right in front of the referee. You're clearly not making an effort to play the ball, right? You bring both hands on the stick. You hit the player in the back. What do you expect the referee to do? Ignore it? Of course he's going to make the call. It happened 5 feet in front of him. So great job there by our World Championship level referees as Greece goes on the power play. 1 minute and 3 left here in the second period. 5-1 Greece. They're going to look to go up 6-1. See who they have out on the floor here. Number 91's taking the draw, so that's Costa Caravelis. Right behind him is Peter Arkalis, number 8. Arkalis with it. Arkalis trying to back check as Great Britain gets a clear there. So ball is played up over to Athanopoulos. Good defensive stick work there by Great Britain. Are they going to give chase? Yes, they are, as the Greek netminder is going to have to play that all the way up. And now Great Britain might get caught. But the ball was misplayed, rifled up along the near boards, kept in at the point, thrown across the far boards over to Kuzmarski, back to Anathopoulos. Anathopoulos misplays it. Early morning jitters there. He's a veteran of World Championships. Calling for a one-timer shot. Oh, great save there. Oh, what a stop! Oh, Ray with 2 outstanding saves. Boy, they may be down 5-1, but I'll tell you, it's not the fault of Dominic Ray. This kid has come to play. He's made some outstanding saves. As that's going to bring us to the end of the second.
So 10-minute intermission, folks. Again, I'm your play-by-play commentator, Chris Pekanowicz. You can head over to stats.isbhf.com for live scoring in effect. Just to recap, Soterios Karjoris with the first goal for Greece, assisted by Amanatidis. Second goal, Stephen Alvo, assisted by Amanatidis. Third goal, Peter Abandonado, assisted by Kuzmarski and Kostopoulos. Fourth goal, Soterios Anathatopoulos, assisted by Alvo. And then the last goal, Simon Taskas, assisted by Alvo. Your Great Britain goal was scored by number 10, Jason Smith, who's currently in the penalty box, assisted by number 74, Thomas Cole. And we'll be back to bring you the third and final period here at the 2024 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships.
Dat is niet live en niet live. Dus ik zeg niet trouwens, dus check dat niet.
isbhockey.ch.
Crystal, go around. Go around.
Go around?
Can I stay here or no?
Say again?
Can we stay here or no? You got no, eh? Okay, I didn't know.
Just for team managers.
Like me?
Provide us. That's you?
Yeah, me.
Sorry.
You didn't recognize me, but come on.
That's it, right? So you can also come here. I think it's about 1 hour before the games.
What do you prefer here or the here? Us?
Oh, you already provided the option.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
On time. All right.
Team Great Britain playing full strength. Team Groot-Brittannië is compleet.
Apologize for the delay, folks. Had to get some clarification on the scoring there. Had to run all the way down to the scorekeeper's box, but I'm back.
Penalty, Team Greece, player number 79, Ioannis Adamu.
So the penalty on Greece is on Ioannis Adamu, and let's see what Great Britain does. As we talked about in the second period, you can't think of this as, you know, we're down 5-1, right? We got to get 4 goals on one shift. You win one shift at a time. Shot, blocked. Good effort there by number 47 for Greece, getting in the shooting lane there. That's Jacob Kostopoulos. Great Britain working the ball around. Shot! Oh, blocked. Great Britain's going to want that one back as the ball goes up out of play. I'm trying to see the number there. A little hard to see from up here. I think that was, yeah, it's Kyle Lewis. He just held on to that ball a little too long. Had he made the pass quicker, I think they would have been able to get number 2, as Christos Economicus was obviously out of position, you know, when they're down short. So, again, Great Britain's a young team, right? That's a lesson learned for these young players, right? At the Worlds, you don't have the same amount of time that you have even at your nationals. All right, you have to get rid of the ball quickly. You have to know what you're going to do with the ball way before it receives your stick. As Great Britain gives chase. Head in down low. Great Britain with it. Cole has it. Over to the point. Long wrist shot, score! Great Britain gets number 2. Cole dumps it off over to number 44, James Beasley, with a nasty wrist shot. Goes top shelf. And now it's 5-2. And that's what we just got done talking about, right? You can't look at this as we're down 5-0, 5-1. Just win one shift. That's the approach Coach Gortzos and assistant coach James Mentis were telling them in between periods. Just win one shift at a time. Outstanding. And as we've been talking about all game, right? Great Britain is a young team. They don't know what they don't know. As Greece gets on the attack, now all alone. Oh, what a stop, Ray! Keeping his team in it. That was Nico Chiminen walking in all alone. Dominic Ray closing the door. He's been outstanding. He may have given up 5 goals, but I'll tell you, he's in contention for player of the game for Great Britain as Greece walks in all alone again. Good stick work there. Nice back check by Great Britain. That was Thomas Afaldi on the back check. Greece still with possession along the far boards. Rifled in down low. Picked up down deep by Karmali. Or pardon me, Chimian. Now Great Britain has it. They're getting wholesale line changes, trying to get it in down deep so they can get fresh legs out. They do. Greece is going to take it back behind their net.
Shot goes off of a foot, bounced up in the air, picked up by Grease. And as I mentioned earlier, right, so goal differential is one of the key factors here. It's the first tiebreaker. So Grease is going to want to get these two back, believe me. As we have 10:59 remaining here in the third period. See on the replay here, great stop by Ray. I mean, that was huge, man. Just going down into the butterfly, waiting until the Greek player had committed to his move and slammed the door. So it looks like for Great Britain, they're going to put out number 91, Carter Price, on the draw. Price receiving some instructions from the referee. Sent along the near boards, battle for it. Broken up by Grease, picked up by Grease. They don't have numbers, however. Shot easily waffled aside by Ray, all along the far boards. Battle now behind Ray. Lost his footing, walks in all alone. Shot, oh, another great save by Ray as he gets more cheers from his teammates. That was number 14, Steven Alvo. He's got 3 points on the day. I'll tell you, Ray has made the saves he's needed to make. If he has seen the shot, he's made the save. Hats off to this kid, his first World Championship. He's playing big. Bit of a defensive breakdown there by Great Britain, letting the Greek player walk out all alone. But as I mentioned several times throughout the tournament, they're a young team. You know, these things are going to happen, right? The question is, can they minimize the damage? As professional golfers like to tell each other, 2 words: damage control. Ball's in the feet. Hear the referee yelling feet. Picked up by Grease in the neutral zone. Dumped in. Trying to get a 2-on-1 going there, but the ball could not be corralled by either team. Wrist shot goes wide. Along the far board, that was Amantitis who tried to gather it up, but was unable to. Now comes to the near boards, picked up by Great Britain, intercepted by Greece. Wrist shot, deflected wide. That was Adamu who tried to get the ball onto the tape of one of his players down low from the point, but just missed. Good read again at the point there. That's Adamu. Dumps it off over to Adamu, all alone. Oh, Adamu had to look at the net there, chose to pass it. I think when he gets back to the bench, his head coach might have some words for him about why didn't you take the shot there, as he certainly had a great look at the net. Great Britain patient with it. Trying to get a set play going here. Intercepted again by Greece. Great Britain's going to have to work on that. They want to get through the neutral zone against these veteran teams. They're very good at reading plays. Chased in down low by Greece, still with the ball, trying to wrangle it out up in front of Ray, but unable to. Centered, intercepted again by Greece. Doing a great job clogging up the neutral zone here, showing their veteran prowess against the young Great Britain team. Picked up by Great Britain. Along the far boards, trying to gain the zone. They do, but you know, at the World Championship level, folks, and that's one of the things Coach Gortzos is going to be telling this young team, you can't be trying to stick handle through world-class championship level defensemen. It's just too hard. I mean, there's a handful of players that can do it at the NHL level, and there's a handful of players that can do it at this level. These are world-class athletes. They've seen every move there is to see. You're better off if you have the option to just get it deep, get a forecheck going, or dump it off to one of your wingers or your centerman, conversely, if you're a winger, and try to get it deep, as we're going to have a flooring call here. You know, stick handling through people, it may work in your local league. Occasionally it may work at a national or a provincial, but by the time you get to the World Championship level, these players are just too good. As we have 7:47 remaining in the period.
Again, you can visit stats.isbhf.com for all your scoring needs. I have it up on my phone right now. Waiting for the referee to finish their instructions, and now we get a whistle blown. Some sort of face-off violation. And we'll keep the draw in the same spot. So just to recap the scoring for Greece, it was Karageros, Alva, Abandonado, Athanopoulos, and Taskas. And then for Great Britain, as I'm looking to see if there was a call there, pardon me, I got distracted. Thought the referee had his arm up, but he was just signaling that the play was not offside. So getting back to Great Britain scoring. So Jason Smith and James Beasley. And you can get all of that information on stats.isbhf.com. Dumped in down low. Battle along the boards. Great Britain player goes down. Referee right there blows the play dead. I believe the Great Britain player might be injured. That's why the player blew the play dead, or pardon me, the referee blew the play dead. And it looks like they're going to bring the face-off all the way out to the neutral zone as both teams make wholesale line changes. 7:06 remaining here in the third period of the opening game of the 2024 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. I'm your play-by-play announcer, promotions director Chris Pakanowitz. Happy to have you with us here in beautiful Visp, Switzerland, Lonzo Arena, home to EHC Visp, who play in the Swiss Ice Hockey National League. As Greece has numbers here, walking in, down alone. Ray, what a save! Oh, with his toe! Are you kidding me? Boy, this kid's unbelievable. Kicked his back leg up and stopped the ball from going into net. That's the save of the game so far, folks, in my opinion. I'll tell you, this game might be 20-2 if it wasn't for Ray. I mean, Greece has dominated the play. They're certainly the more veteran team, as I've said several times. Great Britain is a young team, but boy, Ray has kept them in it. As it's picked up by Greece. Amanatidis with it, streaking down the wing. Amanatidis loses his footing, throws it on net, and I believe it ended up in the pads of Ray. So referee blows the whistle. 5 minutes, 57 seconds remaining. Looks like the referee is giving some instructions here to the Great Britain players as Ray takes his helmet off to keep himself cool. Referee still giving instructions at the point. Apologize for the silence. I'm just trying to keep track of the action here. I don't have a color commentator to fill in the dead space, so apologies for that. But it looked like it was just a discussion between referee and players. So back to the action. 5 minutes, 50 seconds remaining here in the third final period of the opening match between Great Britain and red and blue. Greece wearing the white jerseys with blue shorts. So now Greece hustling. They don't have numbers. Ball goes off of a foot. Now Great Britain player lost their footing. Greece controls at the point. Playing a bit of pitch and catch. All the way down towards the far boards, back to the point. Point over to point. Down low. That's a defensive breakdown by Great Britain. You can't leave players all alone in the middle of the floor there. As we get a whistle for a slash. That was number 91 for Greece. Costa Kakavilis. I don't care who it is. You're a young team or not, one of the things you cannot do at this level is leave players alone in between the dots. Any coach worth their salt will tell you that. Hell, any coach not worth their salt will tell you that. You just can't leave people alone. These people are world-class level goal scorers. So don't put your goalie in that position. And I'm sure that's something that head coach Gortzos and assistant coach Mentis will address. But as I've said before, young team, Great Britain, right? So referee ready for the draw, 5 minutes, 9 seconds left. You know, conversely for Greece, right? So head coach Alex Boboletis, you know, he's got to be happy with his group's performance as, you know, they're back on the power play here. You know, I think the message here for them is, you know, let's correct the few minor mistakes we made as Great Britain intercepts it, tries to get it in down deep. As number 10 gives chase, that's Jason Smith, your goal scorer for Great Britain. And now Smith is going to go off for a change. Getting back to what the Greece coaching staff is going to have to say. So Alex Boboletis is going to be like, listen, you know, we made a few minor mistakes there, right? Some minor things we need to clean up. But on the whole, he's probably pretty happy, right? You know, it's 5-2. We'll see what the final score ends up. But they've effectively controlled possession for, you know, I'd say 80% of this game. And I think from a coaching perspective, you're happy with that as we get back to the action here. So Greece on the power play. Final minute remaining. Shot blocked, goes off of a leg. Picked up by number 22, Peter Abbandonato. Cross floor. Back to Abbandonato. Cross floor again. Down low. Great Britain collapses down. Good stick work there as they managed to get it clear. And it looks like Great Britain's going to get wholesale line changes. And we get a whistle. And it looks like we're going to get too many men on the floor. Yes, I can see it from up here. We'll see it on the replay. They got 6 on the floor. So I was just talking about, will the coaching staff be happy? Well, I can tell you they're not going to be happy about that. I don't care who you're playing, folks. At this level, mental mistakes like that are simply not acceptable. Can't have it. And I'm not criticizing Greece, believe me. I've never been a hockey coach my entire life, but I've been in a lot of hockey dressing rooms, and every coach that I've ever had will tell you, mental mistakes like that lead to bigger and badder things. You got to eliminate it. You got to take care of it. So I'm sure that will be addressed by the Greek coaching staff as we're down to 4-on-4 with 3:38 remaining here in the opening match of the 2024 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships, brought to you by Napper and the Visp-Raron Tournament Organizing Committee. Boy, have they done a tremendous job getting this ready. They've got banners all over the cities. The fans are excited. We've had players flying in from all over the world, friends, family. And by the time we get to the deep end of the pool, this place is going to be packed as Great Britain walks in all alone. Defensive breakdown there by Greece. Shot, score! Not sure what happened. I thought Greece had possession, and somehow it ended up on the stick of a Great Britain player. I'll try and get you that goal scorer after they turn around. 3:14 remaining, and now it's 5-3. Greece looking a little shell-shocked. All their players staring up at the monitor to try and get a look at the replay to see what's going on here. I'm just going to be quiet here so I can watch the replay and see what happened. Yeah, so it looks like Greece had possession there, but they poke-checked it right to the to the Great Britain player, who basically just wrist-shotted, picked the corner, right, and put it right past Economicus. Well, now it's 5-3. And so now if you're Greece, it's a 2-goal game, right? And as I said in the beginning of the first period, 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. It's the worst lead in all the sports. The last thing you can do is sit on it.
There's 3:14 left in this game. Now Great Britain has all the momentum. The floor is tilted. If I'm George Gortzos, I'm telling my team, get on your horse, run as hard as you can. There's 3 minutes, 14 seconds left. Give it everything you got. Who knows what can happen? So Great Britain's goal was scored by Thomas Afaldi. So Tomas Afaldi unassisted. 5-3 Greece. Let's see what Great Britain does. They're on the man advantage now for a minute. Boy, if they make this 5-4, look out. I mean, I'll call this an upset. I mean, on paper, Greece is the more experienced team. Certainly, you know, the better team in terms of raw talent, given that Great Britain is a young team. This would be an upset. Let's see what they do here. Great Britain wheeling and dealing. Down low, looking for a passing lane. Greece not giving them anything. Still down low. Shot! Just goes high over the net, and the referee blows the play dead. And yes, he's pointing outside the zone, so that did not get deflected off of a Greek player as we get line changes for Great Britain. Greece looks deflated. They really do. They just look like, I don't know what happened here, but somehow we went from 5-0 to 5-3. And credit to Great Britain, right? Hats off to them. They never gave up. They listened to their coach. They said, listen, we may be down 5-0, but we're not going to score 5-on-1 shift. Just get one at a time. That's all you can do, right? One at a time. And that's what they've done. So we have a timeout here from Greece.
Timeout Greece.
I have to call a lot of games this week, folks, so I'm just going to save my breath and not fill the dead air with useless commentary. Kept in the red line by Great Britain. And Greece manages to get a clear with 23 seconds remaining on the man advantage as Great Britain hustles to try and get the ball back. So last 2 minutes of the third period. Great Britain, 12 seconds left. Oh, poor turnover there. Here's Greece walking in all alone. Easy save for Ray. Plays it to his defender. Will try and catch Greece not napping, but a man down here. Dumps in down low. Taken by Barbas. Barbas hemmed in along the corner. He's being harangued by two Great Won by Great Britain. Over to the point. They're going to have to start getting shots on net as they run out of time. Shot! Oh, what a stop
but the ball goes in the net. It's 5-4. Are you kidding me? Greece shell-shocked. 5-4. Economakis made the initial save. I'm not going to say it was a bad rebound until I see the replay, but it was a rebound. And I'm not sure what happened on the Greek defender, if he couldn't find the ball or if he was tied up, but it looked like he had an opportunity to clear it. But Great Britain found a way to put it in the back of the net. It's 5-4. High drama already here in Visp, the opening game of the 2024 World Ball Hockey Championships, as we take a look at the replay. So there's the initial save. There's the clear I thought the player had. He didn't go to make the clear. He went to try and block the shot. And the Great Britain player knocked it in over his leg. That's where I thought the Greek player had the clear. Oh boy, he's going to be kicking himself for that one. So that goal was scored by Kyle Lewis for Great Britain. Over to Cole at the point, down to the last minute of play. Greece desperately hanging on for a victory over Great Britain. Errant pass goes out of the zone. 50 seconds remaining. Empty net for Great Britain. Greece clinging to a 1-goal lead after being up 5-0. Cox with it. Cox with a look at the net. Shot, save, rebound, cleared by Greece. 33 seconds left. Are we going to get a flooring call? Yes, we are. 29.7 seconds left. Greece in panic mode, trying to hang on over a feisty and young Great Britain squad, who has come back after being down 5-0. Both teams out of timeouts. So 29.7 seconds left. Face off, one back by Great Britain, but picked up by Greece. They've got to get a clear here. They can't be messing around with the ball. Great Britain with it. They've got to gain the zone. They do. Dump it in down low. 15 seconds left. Along the boards, running out of time. 10 seconds. They've got to try and get the ball to the front of the net. He's got to shoot it. Shot! Blocked! Oh, what a block! It saves the win! Number 72, Peter Amanatidis, with the final block, saves the win for Greece. They hang on 5-4. That's your final. After Greece is up 5-0, Great Britain comes back to make it 5-4. Obviously, we've got some extracurricular activities going on there. The referees will get that sorted out. Listen, folks, it's the World Championship. You're probably going to see it happen at several points throughout the next 9 days. It happens. Emotions are high. Greece is obviously, in spite of the win, very disappointed with themselves for blowing a 5-goal lead and letting Great Britain get forward because, as I mentioned, goal differential counts. It's the first tiebreaker. Believe me when I tell you, Greece would much rather have this ended 10-0 than 5-4. A win is a win. However, if Greece ends up in a tiebreaker, those 4 goals could come back to haunt them. So we'll see how things shake out. The next game for Great Britain is certainly something that they're going to want to build on. You know, I think at the end of the day, you look at what Great Britain did here. Before they knew it, they were down 3-0, right? So George Gortzo's head coach and assistant coach, Chicky Ventis, basically say to them, listen, we can't get 3 on one shift, just win it one shift at a time. Now they're down 5-0, and that's what they did.
So something for them to build on.
Best player of Team Great Britain is the goalie with the number 31, Dominic Ray.
So no surprise for Great Britain, player of the game, Dominic Ray.
And the best player of Team Greece with the number 94, John Amanatidis.
So number 94, John Amanatidis. He had several points today. Great game by him. But getting back to Great Britain, I mean, this is something to build on, right? If you're Great Britain, you look at this and say, yeah, you know, we lost the game, but hey, we got something to build on here. We didn't give up. We didn't quit. We showed that we have heart and mettle. And this is something to take into the next game. So I'm signing off. Appreciate you joining us here at the 2024 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. Your final score, Greece 5, Great Britain 4.
And our ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national
And as is
anthem
tradition,
of the nation.
they will play
Greece.
the national anthem of the winning team, right? Which obviously for this one will be Greece. And your next game is Slovakia and Haiti, which will be called in Slovakian by our technical director, Andy Nemchuk. So I'm going to sign off. Appreciate you joining us. Final score, Greece 5, Great Britain 4. Next game, Slovakia, Haiti, 11:15 local time. Take care.
Congratulations, Greece. And now we prepare for the next game here in the Arena in Visp Football Hockey World Championship. 5 times World Champion Slovakia meets Haiti in 11:15.
Sa initial command.